That's James's meal. That's quinoa, and I guess I'll talk about it in a minute. I'll talk about Dune Prophecy today, the complete first season, and it's getting hard to find places to step. I have all these here because I was going to plant them. Well, what happened is this. I've been planting the boulevard, and I thought, well, I could plant, they have lots of tarragon, and the Victory Garden, I mean, it's supposed to be food, right? So, not a flower garden. So, anyway, so they had lots of tarragon for sale at Superstore, and I thought, well, I could put the tarragon in the boulevard. And then I thought, but it's not very attractive. It'll look sort of weedy, and you know what'll look really great is those big petunias, the wave petunias. They look fantastic. And I was trying to convince James that I should paint his house that color, and he's, which is too bad because it's such an awesome color. But anyway, so yeah, so I was at the store, and these wave petunias, they had them on sale for a 6-pack.
They were waving at you, right?
Yeah, they were. For a 6-pack, it was 68 cents or something like that. And so I thought, well, I can remember when the pink waves came out, but when the purple wave petunias came out, and I can remember they were $5 for one petunia plant. And if you buy the seeds, they're still very expensive to buy. Anyway, I mean, not that expensive, but they're very expensive, and you wouldn't want to plant them yourself. I did so one year, and never again. It's not worth it. Just buy them. So anyway, years ago, when they first came out, very expensive per plant, and then nowadays, they're probably that expensive now. But I mean, there's been so much inflation, everything else is more expensive, right? But back then, that was really something, $5 for one plant. So, because that might have been, I don't know, probably 20. No, it would have been more like 35 years. No, 25, 30. It was a long time ago, quite a while ago. So anyway, those are desserts for later. Your desserts for now are right here. See, what I did with James's meal is we got Hungry Man meals for free from the Salvation Army today. Well, I did. James did not accept them. So, but he will be the one eating them because I won't. But this one came with chicken, a piece of chicken, and 2 slices of ham with a honey bourbon sauce. And so there's honey bourbon sauce in not today's meal for him, but I cooked up enough stuff for a few meals, because even though I'm cooking on the deck in the electric wok, that's for later. Even though I'm cooking in the electric wok on the deck, it's still hot. I don't want to do it. And so, as much as, like, I definitely don't want to cook inside, I don't want to cook on the outside either, because it makes me hot, and I'm already hot. And so, anyway, but yeah, so I saved the ham and the chicken for the dogs, and so James loves sharing his food with the dogs. And so one dog got the ham today, and one got the chicken, and then tomorrow it'll be the other way around. And then so then James, he usually only eats half of his meal when I give it to him, and then half later. So it works out because the mashed potatoes are frozen, and I thought, well, I could put them in the electric wok, but how's that going to work out? Because I wanted to make a stir fry with the corn that was with it and stuff.
Yeah, it's a good stir fry.
Yeah, well, thanks.
And you made this quinoa, right?
Yeah.
And then this came with the apple
sauce?
That
came with the Hungry Man meal. That's an apple dessert, and I'm like, it looks like apple pie filling that they didn't put into a pie. It's not very,
well,
I don't know. But you think it's okay?
Oh, it's plenty fine. It's got some cinnamon in it.
Okay.
So it's really like apple pie filling. Isn't that what you put in? Isn't apple pie filling kind of.
I just think they could have done a little better than just apple pie filling for the dessert.
No complaints here. It's
Okay.
nice and sweet,
All right.
and that's all that matters.
Okay.
It wouldn't
So-
be the greatest apples in the world.
And so then I got to use that tray for the food for James. So that worked out great for me because then I don't have to wash another dish. So Dune Prophecy, the complete first seasons, no complaints from me really. This was very entertaining, but I love the Dune stuff. It's
Frank
I've
Herbert,
reviewed,
is that who?
yeah, I've reviewed the Dune various
Trilogies and stuff like that.
story interpretations of the
In movie form. This would be
or
TV, right?
TV, right? There was a TV series about Dune. Susan Sarandon was in it, and
Okay.
so yeah, no, it was good. I really liked that series,
Mhm.
and
Well, she's a good actor, but a lousy activist. Really stupid.
I don't like the more modern, like the movies that they've done of the Dune stuff. I can't remember if they've done two now or just maybe it's just one. Maybe I've watched it twice. I don't know. Didn't like it. Anyway, but this I like. So this is recent. This is 2024, and it has the woman, the actress from what was her name in that? The name of the show was the character's name. Maybe it was Morgan Caller or Morvan Caller or something like that. Anyway,
Morgan Toller?
no.
Not that, okay.
No. And so it was about a woman who her boyfriend, a young woman, she was young at the time when this was out, and so this actress played a woman a young woman whose boyfriend committed suicide, and he'd left a note for her, please get my book published. And so she decided, she didn't say anything about it, but I mean, how would you feel? Your boyfriend kills himself and leaves you with this, here's my book that I've written, and get it published and whatever. And so anyway, she decided to change his name to hers, and she got it published, but not as him, right? Not under his name. And so anyway, I thought about publishing my poetry, the Silas stories, by my ex-boyfriend's name, and because I really feel like he was helping me write them, because he died, and I felt like his spirit was with me while I was writing the Silas stories. And
What was it, a heart attack or something?
yeah, he was sick with some sort of flu or something. Yeah, he died.
Just wanted to clarify, it wasn't a suicide.
No, it was not. But I thought of making it, like writing the Silas stories and then writing it by him. I was going to write it by him. And then I thought, or maybe I should write it like by him and me, Because I really feel like even though he'd been dead for quite a while when I started writing the Silas stories, I felt like he was there writing it too. But I don't know. Anyway, I still haven't published it, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess I have time to think about what I want to do with that. But by me and the spirit of silence, I'm not sure. Anyway, back to Dune Prophecy Season 1. So it helps that they got the main actress that the story is wrapped around is this woman who she had been in at least one movie, I think more, but that I've watched in the past. So she knows what she's doing, and she got roles in movies not based on her look. She's not an attractive woman. So, although my ex thought she was, but I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. what can I say about this? I thought it started out a bit slow, but it's not the same Dune story that you're used to hearing. This is way before any of what you're used to seeing as Dune happened. So, they're building a whole new story for you to follow, and it's taking a little bit of time, but honestly, I am loving it. I love the way they're focusing in on those, I can't remember what those sisters are called. I can't remember. Anyway.
Was it alliterative?
Well, there's some sort of a religious sect that has psychic powers and stuff like that. Like they have, and fighting skills and stuff like that. They have training in certain areas, and you don't think of them as being a religious thing, but they're sort of like, I don't know, they advise the emperor and stuff like that, so they're very powerful. And in this, you get the idea that really they're more powerful than the emperor, you know? So, and they want to stay that way.
So it wasn't something like the Seven Sisters or Swan Sisters?
No.
I was just hoping to jog your memory in case it was a little...
they're sisters of some sort of, I can't remember what it's called. But anyway.
You made it alliterative. Sisters of some sort. Yeah. That's quite good.
Glad you like that. So I didn't really have a problem with any of the actors or actresses. I think they're telling the story, and I like the special effects. They're not relying on special effects, so I think this will have lasting power. And I'm looking forward to season 2. It's really interesting. So I don't know what else to say about it. I don't want to give the story away at all. It's an interesting story, and it's interesting where they're focusing, who they're focusing in on to tell this story. It's awesome. So great job, people producing that. It's working out. And I was tucking my tomato stems in, and I broke one today. I feel bad about that.
The whole plant is still very much alive.
Very much alive, but I was tucking tomato stems. I guess you don't have anything here to review. All right, well, I'm going to take the camera over to the Victory Garden to show it off then, since you're not reviewing anything. Sure, you may as well. So, I don't know where that's going to go yet, because my angels wanted me to plant the tarragon in that. So I got the petunias, and the angels are like, no, the tarragon should go there. So I'm like, but the petunias would look so great there, and I'm like, no, tarragon. So I put some petunias in here, and I'll show you some interesting tomatoes that I'll try to find them. Oh, here they are. Aren't they lovely? Some lovely little tomatoes there. And there's lots of different kinds of tomatoes in here. But there's another one I noticed that's bigger of that same kind later. I'll show you. Oh, I got a weed here. Gotta take that out. And I broke it off instead of pulling. But these ones are getting pretty big. Look at that. Beautiful. And there's some round ones. I noticed some purple one. Yeah, purple down here. And they won't stay totally purple. But look at that one. It's pretty big. So that's getting there. And I now have some tomatoes on this guy. So that's interesting. This is the first time I've grown this kind of tomato. It's supposed to get only 3 feet tall and something like 5 or 6 feet across. spread, but I'm trying to make it grow upright anyway, because what am I going to do with a tomato that grows so far across? So I used this bigger kind of peony hoop for it, and it seems to be working out so far. So it's growing somewhat upright, but it's not meant to. And oh, this. So these are new in the garden. The bachelor's buttons, or cornflowers, have started blooming. So that's lovely. I don't care for the pink of that one as much. It's too light. But James is happy with them, so I'm happy too. So that's about it. That's the Victory Garden so far today. Looking great.